What are the odds? Long, short, impossible?
I think he's scared. Keep avoiding me like that. Especially if I win, I'm gonna win this fight.
So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there, and this is not actually a fight; it's an exhibition.
When last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight.
Manny Pacquiao criticized Floyd Mayweather for reportedly pulling out of their rematch, saying Mayweather wanted it to be an exhibition instead of an official professional bout. Pacquiao stated that Mayweather is afraid, adding that he is completely prepared to fight him anytime without any issue or hesitation.
Just don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, because but I heard he's talking about promoter in Middle East area, Saudi and Dubai. People told me that if I'm willing to fight with to Floyd, he said anytime. I'm still in this sport. I'm active. So
in a recent interview, Floyd Mayweather said that his rematch with Manny Pacquiao would be an exhibition rather than an official fight. He also admitted that he is not yet sure where the bout will take place, with the previously suggested venue still undecided.
What part did being at the Sphere kind of play when you taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. This is not actually a fight; it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it again, and hopefully we're gonna entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, what's it gonna be like fighting him again? Like 11 years later now?
It's just I never really took any abuse, in the sport of boxing. Still extremely healthy. I work out every day, and I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun?
This statement created uncertainty, with many speculating that the fight might be canceled entirely rather than simply postponed or modified. Boxing streamer Adrian Rain posted on X that Mayweather vs. Pacquiao 2 is canceled, claiming that Floyd Mayweather has stepped away from fighting Manny Pacquiao for now. He suggested Mayweather felt misled, initially believing the bout would be an exhibition, only to later discover it was a professional fight that would put his undefeated record at risk. Sources close to Mayweather's camp also indicate he may be seeking legal advice. Many believe the fight could be called off, as Pacquiao has consistently demanded an official rematch and refused to take part in an exhibition, making it unlikely the bout will move forward under Mayweather's proposed terms.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
no, I don't like exhibition. I want if Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. I want.
Boxing journalist Mike Coppinger stated that Floyd Mayweather cannot simply walk away from the official fight agreement, especially after Netflix publicly announced the bout as a professional rematch.
Because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially.
The CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Jazz Mather, has warned that Floyd Mayweather cannot simply change the terms of the fight, emphasizing that a binding agreement is already in place for an official bout. He stated that if Mayweather continues to push for an exhibition, it would be considered a breach of contract and could lead to legal consequences.
I don't know if he needs the money or not.
Let's assume he does. That's why he's
Let's
coming
assume,
back.
yeah.
Just assume. So, and you're going to make, I don't know,
Well,
what is it?
let's
How much?
assume-
What's his guarantee
Let's
for the
assume
fight?
Pacquiao.
It'd be something like $50 million.
50
is what I
million.
heard.
Slow down for a second. Let's assume
a lot of
Pacquiao
money.
needs money too, because I heard rumors.
He probably does, yeah.
Okay, so
Not
I
just for
I do assume.
I'm not just putting on
Well,
Floyd,
hold on. I don't do the rumors, so let's do them today. Since y'all want to do them, they both need the money, as y'all saying. So look, we still gonna fight and make good money. It don't have to be a pro fight.
He signed a contract, though. It's executed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Netflix announced it. This is not just like, let me go.
So what does
but
that tell you? Doesn't it kind of tip Floyd's hand that he's thinking maybe it's possible?
Manny Pacquiao has repeatedly made it clear in recent interviews that he will only agree to fight Floyd Mayweather if their rematch is an official professional bout, not an exhibition, insisting that he wants the result to count on their records.
Although before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is what I'm waiting for.
Manny, you mentioned not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were fighting through, popped up during training? To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up, because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
Well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. I feel like I'm still young. I mean,
he has made it clear that he still believes he can compete and continue improving his official professional boxing record, insisting that he is not finished fighting and wants real sanctioned bouts that count. This is a major reason he has remained firm against Floyd Mayweather's exhibition-only proposal.
Because boxing is my passion. Like, I grew up and I grew up in boxing. I started boxing when I was 11 years old. So I really miss those days, that the way I work hard, the way I train, discipline like that. I miss those days, because it depends how you discipline yourself. Like, time management, discipline is the most important thing. Like, because I'm a boxer for a long time, but not only a boxer, but I'm studying what is boxing, what is the secret of boxing. Like,
Manny Pacquiao has said that it is important for him to face Floyd Mayweather again, because in their first fight, he was not at his full potential due to a shoulder injury that limited his performance. He believes a rematch would reveal the real version of himself.
Because especially some fans is doubting about who's the winner. But I believe I won the fight. I mean, it's very clear. He didn't throw punches. He didn't throw punches.
He ran the whole fight.
No,
the aggressor.
Manny, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. I think there's two people that believe you won the fight. One, two.
And Holyfield said you won the fight. Well, I hope you win this one.
But like I said, I respect the judges.
Right.
It's done already. That's why we want a rematch, because the people, it's a lot of.
Boxing commentator Max Kellerman has weighed in on the current rematch situation, saying that Floyd Mayweather's push to make an exhibition rather than a sanctioned professional fight appears to be an attempt to protect his undefeated 50-0 record, now that he is older and uncertain about winning a real competitive bout.
He fought Tavares Cloud, good light heavyweight, beat him easy, right? And he was like 49, and his body still looked like Hopkins. Then he came back a year or so later, and he fights Joe Smith. His body didn't look the same. Hopkins had a Spartan training regimen. He doesn't put anything in his body. He's a temple. He eats right. He trains right.
He don't drink.
He doesn't. But his body looked, by the way, I'm 52. I can tell you, it looks different after a little bit. Even when you're trying to get in shape, just the muscles look a little different. And Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring and stopped him, right? Floyd, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe he says this because he gets in the gym and he's like, Floyd's what, 49 and change. He's almost 50. Maybe he's right up against that thing where it's like, man, my body's not responding the same way.
Right. Max, they're grandpops.
They old.
Grandpops.
That looks like he got a little more in the tank.
He's a little younger.
Many in the boxing world feel that Floyd Mayweather is being overly cautious, trying to avoid risking his legendary status, especially with Manny Pacquiao's camp insisting that the fight must count on both of their records. Pacquiao, who is ready and confident, has repeatedly stated he will only face Mayweather if it is an official rematch with real stakes, something Kellerman and other analysts argue underscores the contrast between the approaches of the two legends.
This is like, all you have to ask yourself, Gabe, to me about when a fight is made is, are you going to watch it live or not? When it's on, are you going to watch it, yes or no?
I'm definitely watching.
Yeah, me too. So like everyone can shut up, right? Because we're all going to watch it.
But I would not watch it if it's an exhibition, not necessarily live.
Yeah, you would. You'd still watch it.
I don't really watch all the exhibitions.
Yeah,
live.
but whatever they call it, you're going to watch it.
Maybe.
But you're right, though, as an official fight, because it brings in the intrigue of, we just saw Manny draw against the world-class fighter, whatever you want to say about Barrios.
Barrios is...
And Mayweather is right at that age, almost 50, where guys fall off a cliff.
Yep.
And he has the undefeated record to protect.
And
right?
it's Mayweather's identity, right? That's its whole identity.
That's why Mayweather doesn't want it to be a pro fight. Because you want to just safeguard that record.
50 knows a big thing. And if you lose that, it's like, okay, Floyd, you know, so... But I would make an expedition because who's not going to watch it?
It's not up to him. He already signed a contract. It's a real fight.
That's what I don't get. How you sign a contract that you saying it's not?
Retiring undefeated is interesting. Because you can retire. A lot of guys have passed Rocky Marciano 49-0. Right. But then they kept fighting and they lost.
Chavez.
Right? Yeah, Chavez is one. There have been others. By the way, Rocky Marciano.
ESPN reporter Andreas Hale posted that Team Manny Pacquiao insists the fight with Floyd Mayweather is still on despite Mayweather's recent comments suggesting it would be an exhibition. It is also worth noting that Mayweather has already received an advance on his fight purse. Mike Coppinger reported that Pacquiao's team emphasized the fight remains scheduled, highlighting that a signed agreement exists for an official professional bout between Pacquiao and Mayweather. They confirmed there has been no cancellation, and since Mayweather already agreed to the terms, the event will proceed unless contractual issues arise.
Mayweather signed it. It's in there. That it's a real fight that'll count on their records, and it's going to be at the Sphere. So I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not.
I think what puts a damper on Mayweather-Pacquiao, too, is...
Many experts believe Floyd Mayweather is more focused on making money from these fights than risking his perfect record, citing his continued involvement in exhibition bouts. Mayweather has already scheduled multiple exhibitions, including potential events with Mike Tyson and a fight in Greece against kickboxer Mike Zambides. This reinforces the perception that he favors safer, high-paying shows over genuine competition. Manny Pacquiao and his camp feel this approach allows him to avoid the risks of a true rematch, where his undefeated record could be challenged, while still generating massive revenue from global events and streaming deals.
There's no other way to say it than that, because Floyd has announced another exhibition set to take place this year before he fights Manny Pacquiao, which is already going to be, assume, a massive fight because it's going to be on Netflix. He has an exhibition with Mike Tyson planned in April or May, and now he has a fight against Greek kickboxer and martial artist Mike Zambides. I don't even know what to say about any of this. It's going to be in June. It's in Athens, Greece, and it's the third fight of the year for a Floyd Mayweather that is clearly going broke. And it's not just, and if you guys didn't see the video I did talking about Floyd coming back to fight Mike, this is not me sensationalizing. This is the truth. There is no speculation, but I told you guys, Floyd owes a lot of...
Now, with a Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao rematch scheduled and Netflix paying a substantial amount to stream it globally, many experts see this comeback as motivated by more than just nostalgia or competition. The financial incentives are enormous. With both fighters past their primes, the payday is a major reason the bout is happening, rather than purely sporting considerations. Although Mayweather's legendary boxing skills are celebrated, his recent activity, including exhibitions and coming out of retirement, demonstrates how real-world pressures such as income, promotion deals, and business interests can influence decisions in sports.
And why are we attempting to tease Floyd? Is Floyd Mayweather? Yes, he's broke. Of course he's broke. He's a boxer. Did they say he can't read? That's not to tease him. They say that he can't read. His best friend at the time said that he can't read, and he never denied it. I don't tease him for it. He was a guy who grew up in a boxing gym, right? It's one of these things. You know what you know. You know what you were taught. I didn't teach him about contracts. I didn't teach him about saving. I didn't teach him about investments. Who would have taught him these things? Of course he's broke. He's a gambling addict. He got baby mamas all over the... What do you mean is he broke? Of course he's broke. What boxer do you know that isn't broke?
Former world champion Paulie Malignaggi shared his thoughts on the ongoing situation, suggesting that much of the controversy stems from confusion over expectations. He believes the matchup still makes sense commercially, especially since both fighters are past their prime, but questions its competitive legitimacy if it turns into just another exhibition. Aggi also noted that fans should not be surprised, as Floyd Mayweather has established a pattern of participating in exhibition bouts in recent years. With Manny Pacquiao pushing for a genuine official fight and Mayweather leaning toward entertainment-style exhibitions, Aggie sees this clash of intentions as the primary reason for the uncertainty surrounding the rematch.
Wanting to come back and make a bag of money, then I think the fight has to happen regardless. You know, what other direction can you go if you're Floyd and if you really are in these kind of positions, you know? I've been the one to say it. I don't say that Floyd is broke. I think people overuse that word. I think he's likely over-leveraged. And there's a difference between being over-leveraged and being broke. Being over-leveraged, if you're not careful, can lead you to being broke. But being over-leveraged also you can just rebound and make a bag of money. And now you're perfectly leveraged, then you're fine, and you still have all that stuff that you had before, you know? So I think if that's the case, regardless, I think Floyd probably may be forced to do it the way Netflix decides to do it. But we'll see. We'll see how things go on the inside. These are inner negotiations. I think it's more interesting if it is a real fight, first and foremost, with gambling being legal in the United States now, all over the United States. You know, it brings in that much more revenue because you can gamble on a real fight. You cannot. There's no gambling on an exhibition because there's no real winner and loser in an exhibition. So that makes it very, very different, and that, you know, gives the image of the fight, the branding of the fight, a whole new vibe if it's a real fight as opposed to if it's an exhibition. So
there is still significant uncertainty about whether the fight will actually take place, despite Team Manny Pacquiao insisting it is still on. Confusion continues to grow following conflicting statements from Floyd Mayweather. Fight Hype tweeted strongly against the idea that everything is settled, writing, "Nope, it's not still on and I got all the receipts, but I won't speak on it until this day is over. Don't want people thinking this is a joke." Some believe there was never a real need for a rematch. Boxing journalist Dan Rafael did not hold back when discussing the possibility of Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2, bluntly saying he would rather set himself on fire than watch another fight between them. His reaction underscores frustration among parts of the boxing media, who feel the first fight did not meet expectations and that both fighters are now past their prime. Critics argue that the rematch is motivated more by nostalgia and money than genuine sporting value, suggesting that the sport would benefit more from fresh matchups rather than revisiting an old rivalry that already had its moment.
Are real? How far down the road there? I can't tell you. I don't know the answer to that. But as I said to you in Las Vegas, I'd rather set myself on fire than watch that rematch because it was, I've said that, I'm not even joking about this. It was the worst experience of my 25 plus year career covering boxing. Absolutely horrible in every sense of the word. The fight stunk. That was the culmination, but everything about it was horrible. I have no interest personally. What I found interesting is that I don't know, a month and a half ago, there was an announcement that Floyd Mayweather was going to fight Mike Tyson in an exhibition match. So I'm not sure where that fits into the situation. I mean, supposedly they have a signed agreement for that fight pending landing, I guess, some kind of broadcast partner. Whether they've done that or not, I don't know. But, you know, it seems